Hiya, it's me. Today, I think the lighting might be a bit strange. I'm still getting used to where I should look. I've been looking at myself because I'm so obsessed with myself. But I'm supposed to look here because that's like, I'm looking at you. So today we're doing a bit of a get ready with me. This is currently what we're dealing with. I always say to myself, oh, I'll just go out one day and I'll buy myself a new set of makeup. I'll buy new makeup items, and that just never happens. I'm gonna be looking over here because that's where my mirror is. So keep your mouth shut. I could look in the camera actually, that might be more personable. I'm trying to stay hydrated because it's good for you. So yeah, making friends in your 20s, I mean, oh my god, that was awful. Why would you even do that? So I know that I am only just 20, well, turned 20 this year, so I've not got much experience in the world of the 20s, but so far it's been very difficult to make friends already. I think the reason why we don't make friends, or we find it so difficult to make friends in our 20s, is because we're not put in situations where we would make friends, or we're not put in situations where there would be people for us to be friends with in the first place. So like when we're younger, you know, we're in nursery, we're in school, we're in college, we're in uni. If you don't decide to go to uni, you might get a job, and then when you get a job, when you go out into the big bad world, suddenly it feels like you're the only person, this is my experience anyway, you're the only person in your age bracket to exist. So like I got a job just after leaving college. Straight away it's just like, oh, I go from being around loads of people my age, people who are interested in the same things as me, at the same sort of life stage as me, and then suddenly I'm in this job with like a 25-year-old, you know, I'm 18, it's alright. I did actually get on really well with one of the girls at my work, but I didn't stay there long, so I don't know where she's at right now, but Megan, if you're watching this, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Anyways, what my point is that you go from being in so many situations where there's so many people that you would be friends with, to like there being no one in your sort of age bracket. I mean, we've all been in school, most of us have been in school since we were 4, and then we were in nursery before that, and you know, everyone's the same age, everyone's going through similar things, having similar struggles, and then, you know, when you go into the big wide world, there's so many different types of people from so many walks of life, and then it's suddenly kind of like, oh, this kind of whittles down my choices of friends, and it's so much harder to make friends, especially if, like, I didn't go to uni, so I didn't have that uni life, you know, going out, meeting new people. Not that that was something I wanted to do. That's the biggest thing that put me off going to uni, was the social aspects of it. Really put me off, living with people and going out all the time. I know you don't have to, but you know what I mean. It's the culture. I also didn't have any clue what to do with my life, so going to uni just wasn't for me at the time, and it still isn't something I want to do. Making friends in your 20s, it seems more difficult, I feel like, if you aren't friends with the people that you used to be friends with. So I am friends with 2 people. Oh, yeah, like 2 people that I made friends with in like not high school. I'm actually friends with someone who I went to primary school with, and then I'm friends with someone who I went to college with. Everyone else, no, we've moved on. So if you kind of, I don't want to say outgrow your friends, because that's not always the case, but you know, as you get older, you start kind of drifting from certain friends because you're not really into the same things anymore, or you're both kind of going down different paths, or whatever the reason is, which is so normal. Like it's healthy to like change and become a different person and whatever, it's natural. So for me, I've not actually made any friends outside of like school and college and stuff that I can think of. I have in the past, but I'm thinking of my current friends, and it's very small. It's extremely small, and that is how I like it. But I do feel like these days I feel as though I want to make more friends. It's very intriguing to me. My nose. I remember I actually went through a little bit of a phase. It's kind of embarrassing, but I went through a bit of a phase where I was actually like, bear in mind, I don't get lonely. It's not really a familiar feeling for me. So when I am lonely, it's like, what? Why? This is strange, right? But now I'm like, come on, Laura, like, you're allowed to be lonely. Like, it's normal, like, to want to be around people sometimes, right? And as I get older, I actually do gravitate more towards people, and I actually do want to connect with people a lot more. How did my head like swing off my neck then? Well, it's not really doing its job. Pretty much, I was just like, wow, I've got no friends. Like, I've got no friends, right? And then the friends that I did have, I'm still friends with them now, but the friends I do have don't live near me. So it's not like I can just be like, oh, all of my makeup is cracking recently. Yeah, so I was like, okay, none of my friends live near me. I can't just call up Shaniqua and just be like, wanna go shopping today? Like, no. We'd have to plan it very far in advance, if that makes sense, because they do live like far away. So yeah, it got to this point where I was like, okay, I'm really lonely. Let me try and find people in my local area who I could be friends with. Do you know what I mean? I mean, this isn't even that embarrassing, but so what I did is I was like, I tried to find people like in my area on Instagram. And if they're on private, I didn't bother. If they were on public, I'd like one of their pictures, and then I'd like DM them or I'd DM them and be like, oh my god, you look so pretty. Like, give them a little compliment, ask them a question. You know, I was being very. Are you joking? I've literally just bought this light. She's back. Right, we're back. Let's get to it. Should we just speed this up then, shall we? I was trying to reach out to people and just put myself out there a bit more. You know, give some compliments, ask some questions. Just thought, why not? And it's really bad. I have no shame on social media. Like, I will message anyone and everyone. But it didn't work out for me. And I think, looking back, it makes so much sense why it didn't. Because it was coming from a place of like desperation. Like, I was lonely. I was like, okay, I really like need some like social interaction. Like, let me just try and make friends. Like, I was trying, do you know what I mean? Because I was trying, there's nothing wrong with trying, but because I was, and it was coming from this place of desperation, it just didn't work. I don't really recommend it. And now I'm just a lot less interested in making friends. I guess you go through phases, don't you, where you're like, oh, I'm so happy with like where I'm at right now. I don't really want anyone else in my circle. Like, genuinely just do your job. Like, it's actually annoying. So now I don't really have many friends because a lot of the friends that I did have, I'm no longer friends with, and it's now difficult at this age to make new friends. But the next part of this video is actually dedicated to how we can actually make new friends together. And obviously I'm not living proof that you can, because I've not yet done this, but we can do it together. And there are ways to make friends, and I know of the ways, but I just choose not to go down the way because I'm not too bothered at the moment. But yeah, let's talk about it. So one thing that you can do, this is like probably the best way that you can make friends in your 20s, is through hobbies. It's different for everyone. If you're into football, it might be pottery, it might be basketball, it might be swimming, it might be dancing. For me, it's dancing, it's pole dancing. And I have actually met some lovely people at pole dancing, but I've never gone enough times. I've never been consistent enough to actually see the same people all the time and like make a friend, if that makes sense. Because I mean, classes are expensive, and I actually have a pole in my room now, so it's like I don't really need to leave the house to pole dance now. But it is good too, for that reason, the socialization. You know, you're in a room, whatever it is for you, but for me it's pole dancing. So I'm in a room with loads of people who also enjoy pole dancing or want to learn pole dancing or whatever. So instantly you've got something in common. So there's so many things you talk about, even if it is just under that umbrella of pole dancing or pottery or art or whatever it is that you're doing. So that is the best place to make friends and the easiest way, I think, to make friends, because yeah, everyone's just into the same thing, and you're probably gonna get on because you enjoy doing the same thing. A lot of it comes with confidence. Like as you get older, I feel like I'm so burpy today. It's literally only when I make videos, you know. I swear, I actually don't really burp, but in videos I love burping. I just love it. It's just like, I love it. Yeah, so I think a lot of like making friends comes from confidence, and as you get older, you just, I mean, for me anyway, I've gotten more confident the older I've got, and I feel like you then in a place to actually give out compliments a lot easier. Like if you see someone wearing something and you're like, whoa, I love that, you're more likely to go up to them and be like, I love your outfit. Whereas when you're like 15, 16, you're kind of like probably like looking like a bitch, like, and really in your head you're like, oh my god, I love her outfit, I wish I could go over there and talk to her. So I think definitely confidence is a big thing, but you don't have to be confident. That's the thing, you don't have to be confident to make friends. You just have to be willing to like be uncomfortable and like actually put yourself in those situations where you could make friends, like going, doing activities that you enjoy and stuff, but we'll get there. But yeah, the internet is definitely another way to make friends, but in my experience I've just not made friends through the internet. Like I've spoken to people, I've made connections, but I've not made like, oh, this is my friend. Like I wouldn't say, oh, that's my friend. Like no, I just know them. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I think you also have to be really like okay with not having friends as well, because if you're so desperate, it's just not gonna happen. Like it's just not, with anything in life. If you're really desperate for something, it's not gonna happen. You have to take a minute to chill out and really start to enjoy your own company. But again, like I enjoy my own company, but I don't have many friends, so it's not like I'm saying there's any one formula. Like get comfortable with yourself and then loads of friends will just come running towards you. Like it's not gonna happen. Like you do have to put yourself out there, you do have to like actually make the effort to make friends. On the odd occasion, like if you're at a festival or something, you might meet someone and then boom, best friends. But you know, it doesn't happen every day. It just doesn't happen every day unless you go to festivals every day. If you do, take me with you. There is a big like culture of like when you're in your 20s, like this is the best years of your life. Like you going to Ibiza, you going to wherever, you going to is it Bora Bora? I'd love to go to Bora Bora. Get me there. I actually really want to go on holiday. I feel like I deserve it. I deserve a holiday. I just feel really exhausted at the minute. You know when you just feel like you're in a loop of life and you're like, wait, is this it? Like don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it, but sometimes you just do need a little bit of a break. I think I'm gonna book like a weekend away or something. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. But what are we talking about? Very off topic today. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure to be living your best life and going on holiday with like a big group of people, big group of friends. But in reality, like it's not that easy, it's not that simple. Like not everyone has like a big group of friends that they keep for the rest of their life. You know, you're bound to outgrow people, you're bound to just not want to be friends with people anymore. Things happen, life happens. But yeah, my message to everyone out there who's struggling at the minute, maybe you're really lonely, you don't have many friends, or you just don't understand how to make friends at this stage of life, you're not alone. But yeah, anyone who is feeling a bit down, a bit lonely, a bit like, wow, this is not what I thought it was going to be, like my 20s and not what I thought it would be, let's just take a breather, let's chill out. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here because I've been absolutely rinsing it. I've been talking way too much. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for coming back. If you do want to see more, like and subscribe if you feel that's necessary, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm really enjoying this. It's very natural to me, it's very easy to talk to you. I think we're gonna be good friends. Okay, bye.